Huh. Somebody over there shooting.
Hey, are you into some weird artwork? You want to hang out with a hillbilly that gets into all kinds of things?
One, two, three, go.
This here's the right channel for you, Oji-san Draws. I do live stream art where I do the artwork right in front of you. Then I will do a speed paint version of that the next day, post it all up. We'll enjoy it together. I also post random videos of just the craziness I get into. If you'd like to come and hang out with me, that would be awesome. Oji-san Draws. Remember, Oji-san's got your back. Oji-san.
Careful, because they will come out of the ground and get you. Huh. Somebody over there shooting.
Hey, are you into some weird artwork? You want to hang out with a hillbilly that gets into all kinds of things?
One, two, three, go.
This here's the right channel for you, Oji-san Draws. I do live stream art where I do the artwork right in front of you. Then I will do a speed paint version of that the next day.
Better turn that microphone on. Hey, Snobby. It's good to see you, man. Glad you come by. We're just going to do another one of these kind of weird portrait deals. See what I can make out of this thing. It's going to start off a little blurry looking We'll sharpen it up here in just a second. Hope you're having a good day over there, Snob. It's wet and rainy and nasty here today. Hey, Allie Mac, how you doing? Hope everything's going good over there on that side of the pond. I was telling Snobby it's been kind of a wet, rainy, nasty day here, so I took a little time off this next couple weeks, so you'll probably see me quite a bit more during the daytime here. So it'll be like early evening there. For a couple weeks anyway. Oh man, Snobby, dentist visit. That ain't never fun. Sometimes I wonder if I shouldn't do some of these on StreamYard so I could get a couple people up here talking. Might make it more exciting. Oh man. Old bad backs are just no fun either. Hey Jasmine, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if I've seen you here before, but appreciate you coming by. 70-mile-an-hour winds, man. Take me just a minute to get this here set up a little bit, guys, and we'll really cut loose with it. Hey Erica, welcome to the stream. This isn't necessarily a grow stream. I'm not real tight on what folks do in my chat. Just don't get too aggressive with it. That's all I ask. We're just kind of here to hang out and have fun and do a little artwork. I'm not super picky, but like I said, just be respectful. Hopefully, Snobby, you and Allie will get to feeling better. Sound like y'all are getting old or something. It's winter in the Highlands. We just don't get much of a winter here anymore. Usually lucky if we see any snow once or twice a year, but that's about it. Yeah, it happens to the best of us, Allie. Just be thankful you get to grow old. Could be worse. My daughter is getting married next month, so I spent the whole day helping pick out a wedding dress and all that good stuff. She's my oldest daughter, but she's the second one to get married, so I'm real happy for her. You'll see her on here sometimes. Jessica. Man. I keep watching your videos, Allie. Every time you drive by what I think is the lock, I keep looking for Nessie to pop up. Can't help it. It's funny how much Scotland looks like Arkansas. Every time I watch one of your videos, that's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's make this young lady look more like a young lady here. Oh, is it the sea? Yeah. I don't know the lay of the land that well. So. You never know, Nessie may pop out of the sea too. You probably get asked about it so much, I bet you're sick of hearing about Nessie. Hey Ralph, how you doing, man? Snuck in on me. Now I've repositioned my camera now so that when I'm reading my chat, it actually looks like I'm looking at you now instead of it used to be like kind of over here. But we'll try this out for a while. Hope you're doing good, Ralph. I need to go sneak off and see if I can find me some new swords and knives and stuff to buy so I can show them off to Ralph. I've got this week and part of next week off, so maybe I will sneak off to my little secret place and get some swords and knives. Oh yeah? I'll have to dig back through your videos and look, scour through them. Maybe I can uncover some mysterious picture. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope Dusty and Tina and everybody's doing well. Said we're all good here. Getting ready for the big wedding next month. Oh, you tell Tina hi back. I don't know if I just haven't caught them or I need to go out there and see if she's got some more of her evening sky videos. If she has, I've probably missed the last couple. I've just been working a lot. I try to keep up with all my friends, but sometimes you just get a little busy. But I'll go back and catch up. It's kind of what I was saying before. I'm always amazed at how similar it looks here. When I was stationed in Germany for a while, that was one thing I noticed, was how similar it looked to where I came from. Now this one is I did a whole big run on DeviantArt one time of kind of gods and goddesses and stuff like that. This one here, I haven't really decided that if I want to make this the daughter of Loki or the daughter of Ares, because I've done one of each of those before, but this could be either one. I know some of this, when I'm doing this shading, isn't the most exciting thing in the world to watch, but gotta do it. Oh, well, that's cool. You tell her thank you, Allie. I'll take all the support I can get. Someday I'll have to get over there and meet you guys. Now I think I'll be on for a little while with this one tonight because I may or may not go back on later. I'll probably take my time with this one and build it up a little bit. Yeah, I haven't been to the UK, and that's kind of on my bucket list. I'd like to go, see it all. It's well, let's see, it's England, Scotland, Wales. What's the other one? I can't never remember the rest of it. And like Ireland's its own country, correct? And I never got a chance to go to Italy either while I was over there. It's another place I'd like to go to. Wow. Well, it was kind of chilly here today, but like I said, it was raining, so uh, it wasn't super cold or nothing, but it was kind of miserable. But it was a day, so I can't complain. Northern Ireland, right? Okay, I got you. Is he? Is he? Well, that's cool. Yeah, Kuntz. I've told everybody before, but we live not too far from each other, and we actually work in the same place. So we've known each other for a little bit. He's a good guy. I think he can make videos about anything, and people would watch him just because he's a good guy. He's fun to watch. I need to go have his wife give me a haircut so I can get on her channel. Storm Dennis is coming to your house, huh? All right. Well, hopefully you and Dennis will have a good time. My brother and I, we have a 12-year age gap. He's 12 years older than me, so. Every time I think I'm getting old, he always corrects me. Dennis the Menace. Well, I'm not going to tell you all my old nicknames they used to have for me. Being the baby brother, I had a few. "25 and you're 41, so yeah. I've got one sister and one brother, and she is 11 years older than me, and my brother is 12 years older than me, so I am most definitely the baby of the family. They were both getting out of high school when I was in kindergarten. Three brothers and two sisters. Man, you know, here, especially in Arkansas, it used to be that everybody had a lot of kids. 5 or 6 was kind of the norm, but here in the last few generations, it's gone down to about 2 or 3 kids. I know my mother was one of 11, and my dad was one of 10 children. I think that had something to do with the kind of the Depression era, and they needed the kids to work in the field. Something like that. Tina's one of 7. Yeah. You guys are still having pretty good sized families over there. Must be those cold Scottish winters. I have 3 children and 2 grandchildren, so. And 3 son-in-laws. Nothing on the TV? Yeah. You guys are gonna have to find a better way to entertain yourself, or maybe not. Maybe you found the best way to entertain yourself. You know, that may have something to do with it, because in the 80s, when the cable TV and all that started getting real popular here, I think the people started having less kids. So maybe you're on to something there, Allie. Eight grandchildren, man. I tell you, it's different with grandchildren. I thought that I had spoiled my kids a lot until my grandkids come along, and I really spoil them. But I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I bet Tina spoils hers too. I spoil mine every chance I get. Don't even apologize about it. Oh, we had I was born in '72, and I had not seen a color TV until I was probably at least 10 or 11 years old before I saw color TV. I remember when we got our first color TV and watching like the Dukes of Hazzard. I couldn't believe that the General Lee was actually orange. kind of out here in the country where I'm at, even though we did have TVs, we sure didn't have cable TV. And I grew up with pretty much one network station, and I think it started as NBC, then it switched to CBS or vice versa, something like that. And then public broadcasting system, PBS, that was the only other one, and that was the one I watched the most. Watching Sesame Street and the Electric Company and all that stuff. But I can remember like a Saturday morning, if you didn't get up and watch cartoons, like that was it. You just didn't get to see cartoons that week. Malta? Oh, well, that's cool. I think, how big is Scotland? It's not that big, is it? It's probably about the size of Arkansas, maybe. 4 channels. Man, you were living the high life. I grew up fairly poor. I mean, we weren't. Uh, we weren't poor, but my dad, like, money was just something he wasn't really all that concerned about. Which I think is a good way to live. Yeah, those I think most of the countries in Europe are, they're all roughly the size of a lot of the U.S. states. And to take a road trip from one end of the America to the other would take you a week, So there's a lot to see here, and most of us over here in America that we just don't ever do it. Let alone go visit other countries or other continents. We're almost too lazy to even see what we have here. And we just work too damn much. Crofter. Let's see what you're talking about here. Hold on a second. Hold on, I gotta pull this up. Oh, farmer. Well, that's cool. I got a good place to be a crofter here, but I have no desire to be a crofter. That's cool. So, did you grow up on a farm, or I'm assuming so. You said your brother still farms sheep, right? Well, hello, Eric. How you doing? Good to see you here, Eric. Hope everything's going good for you. Oh yeah. So just a few cows, maybe a few sheep, something like that. I've got 18 acres here. I could do something like that, but I'm just like I said, it's just not my thing. So all right, now I got to decide if I'm going to go ahead and put some arms on this gal or what. I got to kind of decide what I'm going to do here. I kind of like it when they're. Let's see. Man, she's getting buff. So I'll cut it in a rough shape here, then we'll go back and carve it down. I know it looks kind of weird right now. Actually, you know what would look cool? This would look cool. Go ahead and make this like a cape. See, we're going to figure this out together. Now, how many times I've told you guys I don't ever plan these things out. Yeah, there we go. Then we're going to put them hands right there on her hips. Someday I'll be a professional artist and I'll actually plan this stuff out. But for right now, just get some rough shapes in here. And I'll probably have to either grab a reference photo or I'll have to have Mrs. Oji-san come in here and model for me. So I'll have to definitely build that up. And we will go down here. Take a little of this off. Sharpen that up. All right. Well, thank you, Allie. Said we're going to work on this one for a little bit, so. You know, a lot of, well, I won't say a lot of, sometimes artists get a little snobby about like looking at reference photos, but that's part of it. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so we need to take all of this out. Round that off. And then we'll start building on it again. I don't know if I want these kind of hands or if I want no, I think I'm just going to do the fists. I think I'm just going to do the fists because I want her to look like she's just about to come and get you. And this will take me a little bit to get this squared away. So I think I said it before. Like hands are some of the hardest things for me. Alright, then we will kind of block that in. Make that a little bit bigger. Gotta figure out where those thumbs are. Alright. You wouldn't think it'd be this hard to figure out. All depends on so let's see, they would be definitely to the inside. So this would definitely be the outside of the hand. let's see, probably a couple of fingers back here. And we'll just block the rest of that off. We will cut it in. Put a little bit of texture on that. Let's get these hips in here. Hey Monica, how you doing? You're the workingest person besides me that I've ever seen. You work too much. Gotta pay them bills though. So we gotta lay all this white down first to make the rest of this look right, because of the way these brushes try to simulate things. Hey Tina, how you doing? I keep forgetting my camera's right there now. Hope you're good, Tina. So we gotta put in some color to get these hands looking right. Trim them down a little bit. Maybe make them a little bit more ladylike. Maybe not. Oh, it's all good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Tina. Hope everybody's doing good. I need I've got to find some way to get some kind of music on this thing. Something. Just to kind of make it a little bit more palatable for the ears than just me scraping across this tablet. Like some kind of ASMR video or something. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to darken this up. And I got to find some brushes. And we'll get back into fixing this thing up. I don't know if that's what I'm after. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. So first we'll darken it quite a bit. That is not on black. There we go. Alright. Way back down here on layer number 1. Let's see what we got going on. There's some... Oh, yeah? I've tried, I've heard that, like, there's some Spotify channels that you can play the music on and not have to worry about it. And I know there's a way you can hook this up to Streamlabs, which is the streaming software I use. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. But I need to do something like that, I think. I think it would make the streams a little bit better. I think there's even one that I can let the users control what songs get played. I think that would be cool too. Well, since I've got a few days off, I'll work on that. Said I think it would be a cool thing to have. Maybe liven the streams up a little bit. Just so cautious about every sound that goes into one of these because I've been hit with like 10 copyright claims. Yeah. I've been hit quite a bit over here. I put like 2 seconds of a song in one of my videos and I get hit almost immediately. Usually I'll get hit as I'm uploading it. Like before it even actually gets on my channel, I'll get notified that there's a copyright claim, which is pretty dang fast. So I always kind of hesitate for a minute before I actually post one, just to see if they're going to hit me. Okay, let's hit this with a little bit of lighting effects. Then we'll go out there and maybe play with it a little bit. Thinking she would have a jewel on her head about right there. And then probably I need to make her hair stand out a little bit, just to make that look a little bit more real. Turn it down a touch. Put a little shine there, there. We are going to put a little bit of this stuff on there. If I can make this work right, would be great. Oh, come on now. Oh yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's the only thing, and the only thing I really kind of miss about Twitch was that you could play your music in the background, like whatever you wanted, and they would just simply mute that part of the video, like on the playback. But you didn't so much have to worry about like you know, what music you were playing and all that stuff. And what's really sad is it's just these silly companies that are out there taking advantage of the situation. Trying to steal all your hard work. Because it's definitely not like we're taking any money away from anybody. I don't think I would be hurting Metallica's bottom line with the 50 views or so I get on each video. I think it's just people looking for money to steal. But that's just me. Yeah, I think that's it. If they see that you're trying to, make a business or a profession out of this, they just want their cut. They want their slice. Everybody wants a slice. I kind of remember the old days of YouTube when everybody was just putting all kinds of music like right off the radio stations on into their videos. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. We struggled a little bit right here on what to do with the hands. I think that's about the time you were coming in. I'm not good with hands. That's one thing I need to practice is hands. I can do them, but they drive me crazy sometimes. I used to do a whole series of out there on DeviantArt. I've got a whole big run of gods and goddesses I did, and I would just try to find the most random gods and goddesses I could find off of Wikipedia or whatever, and I would try to do a painting of that. And I'm gonna kind of get back into that, I think, because I really dig those. It's some of my favorite stuff. That kind of stuff. I do like the Bob Ross landscape stuff too, but I say too, I like it a lot. That's probably one of my favorite things to do. But this kind of stuff I really dig too. This is the kind of art, as much as I love doing landscapes, if I was walking along and I saw this kind of art, this is what I would stop and look at. Yeah, I think as long as you keep it light like that, you're a lot better off, Allie. Uh, I think if you get too worried about all this stuff on YouTube, it's not even worth it at that point. Let's see what I got here. I have this one really weird brush. There it is. I haven't used this in a while, so we're gonna play with this for a little bit. It does these little kind of little burst of light type deals. I may take some of those out. I don't know. I need to start a new layer is what I need to do. And we're going to lighten those up a little bit. down just a touch. And I do like the kind of graphic design element of all this too. That Bob Ross stuff, you know what? It just takes practice. It's just like anything else. It just takes a little practice. Yeah. You'd be surprised at what you can do. My mom got me to start watching Bob Ross when I was a kid, and just kind of maybe one of the things that got me into art. Kind of looking back on it, thinking about it. Okay, let's give this thing some touch up. See what we got going on. I feel like I could just keep adding details forever on it. But there comes a time when you gotta stop. Let's see here. I'll think up, I'll figure out if this is going to be daughter of Aries or daughter of Loki. I'll look it up and see which one I think fits better. She kind of looks more Loki. What do you think? Aries or Loki? Now, since I am an Aries, I'm always more partial to Aries. I've also got my chat and my camera fixed now so that I can play with these and talk to you at the same time. I think that might be the one right there. Oh, this is going to come out looking pretty cool, guys. Let's see here. Give me just a minute to play with this and we'll get it back up on the screen. I really think you're going to like what I do here. Alright, getting ready to come back over. Yeah, my wife is a Libra, so we're dead opposite. And I've got a theory on why I think that works out so well for us. I think we're just opposite puzzle pieces and we fit together. I like being an Aries though. I know I'm like the baby zodiac sign. Alright. Here is what we started with. And here is where we went to. So I really like the little effects that popped out on this one. All you Aquariuses. Yeah, I think we kind of fill in what's missing with each other. Let me turn this symmetry tool off. So what do you guys think? kind of looks more like a Capricorn or something. I don't know. I'll come up with a cool name for it before I post it up. Let's get the old signature on here. You know, doing this art live like this, it's nerve-wracking sometimes because sometimes when things don't work out or they seem to not be working out, like if it was a normal painting and nobody was watching, I could just delete it all and start over. But when you're doing it live, you got to kind of follow it through. So I think this pushes me and it makes me a better artist. And having you guys here support me and having my back, it really makes a huge difference. If you go back just a couple of years ago, when I got back into doing artwork and digital art especially, if you go and look at my work back then, it was nowhere near this quality. And I think if I just keep pushing myself and striving, there's no telling how far I can go. And I think if you started right now, if you really wanted to do those Bob Ross type things, and you just got in there and you started plugging away at it, I think in a year or two you could be pulling off some amazing artwork yourself. Yeah, I always like the eyes, or I spend probably most of my attention on the eyes. I want them to, you know, have a certain look, a certain expression. So that's one thing I've got really good at. The next thing I need to work on is hands. I got to start working on hands. I got to start making them look better. I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And I will probably, Monica, you know I will. I'll probably be back on later tonight. This is Wednesday, so it's kind of an off day for me. Like I said, I'm taking a little time off to just play with this stuff for a little bit. I need to get some artwork out of my system, so that's what I'm going to do for the next week and a half. So probably tonight, 8 or 9 o'clock, I'll get back on here. Allie, you'll probably be in bed, but I really, really appreciate Monica, Allie, Tina. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And you just remember, OG-san's got your back. Till the next video. OG-san out.
Hey, are you into some weird artwork? You want to hang out with a hillbilly that gets into all kinds of things?